What if I told you this Porsche 911 is wrong for all the right reasons, but we're going to make it right for all the right reasons? Let me explain. Right, so this car's having some serious rust repair on it, and it's getting worse. It's also having a lot of serious modifications on it, and all that, and it's a Targa. If this was a tin top, it'd be a little bit more desirable. So, here's the first clue. We've actually got some door frames. Now on a Targa, you don't need them because they're open doors, and you've got a Targa roof. So your window goes right up to your Targa roof. Now, what we've got here is a roof. So we're actually turning this Targa into a tin top. Now we're going to get rid of the sunroof. The customer doesn't want the sunroof in it, but you'll know the Targa top has a different B-post. A-post is the same, windscreen's the same, and the back window quarter light and the door frames, which are over there, and one's there. And he's also sent some rear quarters. Now these are in fantastic order. They've just got a little bit of surface rust on them, so they do need sandblasting and priming. They're going to send them away to do that before we start doing anything with them. This was originally, as you can see, it's a left-hand drive, so the clocks are over there. So we're going to use this, once we've repaired that small section of structure, we're going to start stitching this roof on, because this roof is obviously also structure. Right, so this has got much worse. I'll show you why. Now this, as we say, is the heater tube. Now we've had a grind of this. This is all right, as it usually always is. But as it travels down here, it's got a big hole there. Now the only issue is it also goes up there. As you can see, this panel here, this is old metal. This is the original panel. Some's been welded on this side. So this, when we grind this back, this, as you can see here, this little lip on the inside of this, when we grind this back, it'll not be an issue. Grind it back, treat it, it's just a layer of metal that's in there floating, doing nothing. This is the outside metal. This is a panel that's been added. Now, we've got to repair this. And as you look inside here, it goes right up here. You can see it goes almost all the way up the side. Now we have to grind that down and we have to make that good again. The only issue is, on the side there, these are in the way. It does go kind of halfway up here. So we could, we don't know if we can yet, but we're going to try it. We could cut close to these bolts and then put some good metal down here. The only issue is we might have to go a little bit further, so we might have to take these bolts out, take that whole section out there so we can get to it. We then have the issue of popping these in again and making them captive. Right, so the other thing that people ask us is why we tack the panels on. Now, we only tack the panels on if we're going to weld them up later, or if you've got a small area you can seam weld it on, you can tack it first, make sure it's in place, seam weld it in. The reason why we haven't done it with this car is there's a lot of structure involved. So what we need to do first is tack everything in place, make sure the doors line up, and if they do, then we can seam weld everything and put all the spot welds in and everything like that. Now, if the doors don't line up, we have to redo all those measurements, jack everything up, support the car so everything's back in line. And if it's seam welded in, you can't do that. It's just going to lift the car. As soon as you jack it up, it's going to be strong enough to just lift the car, and those joints won't go back. If it's tacked in, you can jack it up, and if those joints don't go back, you can start just snipping through or cutting through these spot welds and relieve some of that tension. Get your door in line, tack it again, take all the bracing out, and then if your doors line up once it's tacked in, you can then seam weld everything up. Right, so the other question we get asked is why is this not on a select or a car jig while we're doing it? Now, there's only one reason: everything's rotten. All the mount points, everything that we would mount it on a select is rotten. So all we did is we put it on a level playing field. We checked that everything was correct, everything was straight, and it was. Just a tiny bit out. And from there, we've kept all those measurements. And whenever we need to measure a panel, we re-level the back. We check we've got those measurements. We check we've got those measurements at the front. And as long as they stay in, we're happy.